Who's going to be the speaker for today?
That would be me, Dean Toshi.
Toshi, what a really cool name. Like Satoshi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Okay, so as I read here, ChadChain is powered by Chad 2.0, and it is a layer 1 blockchain solution designed for EVM compatibility that promotes security through POA consensus, sustainability with the use of green energy, and scalability. The, the ecosystem is designed for the community based on a transparent environment with known validators. Now, Dean, could you tell us more about ChadChain, please? Or give us uh, a brief introduction about it.
Okay, I'll try and be as brief as I can. I tend to go on and on and on at times when I'm very passionate about stuff, and I'm very passionate about ChadChain. I'll give you a little bit of information, kind of a background on me. I'm a grandpa of six, and I've been doing crypto for like 6 years, and I do 12 to 18 hours a day. Um, my biggest thing is I hate scammers, I hate ruggers, and I bet you pretty well everyone in here, unless you're a scammer or a rugger, you hate the same thing. So that is kind of how ChadChain came about. Um, we actually started this Chad 2.0. We started around the 2.0 when it was hot there 4 or 5 months ago. We started thinking, we could start like a meme token. So we started Chad 2.0. It was a good, strong meme, we thought. And we just released the contract into a group of 30 guys who were around the same. They had the same idea. We hate these scammers and ruggers. So we will launch a project from this room. And then, if it does all right, if we can get by the, 5K mark where the BSC Jeets usually kill it, then maybe we can launch a few projects from this room the same way, and just have safe, investments for people, slow moons. And we started out from there. We started, I don't know, it was a half a bean we started out with on our launch, and we took that up to, well, 218K. So it was a good slow moon, and until it wasn't, and it was a degen until it wasn't. We it was just supposed to be, a fun meme, and then all of a sudden we got a few guys in that knew about blockchains, and and our team in the back just started growing and kind of gelling, and we thought, well, maybe we should just start a blockchain with this Chad meta, because branding is everything in business, in cryptocurrency, and the Chad meta has always been around. So we thought, yeah, ChadChain, that just sounds awesome. So we just kind of went from there, and yeah, you can see it in the chart. It's been really great. We're actually at a retrace right now, so good chance for your guys to get in and maybe help us grow ChadChain a little bit. Besides that, I don't know how far you want me to go. I could go for hours. Is that quick
The
enough?
chart, yeah. And ChadChain chart is really good right now. As we see, there is consolidation that is happening, but so far it's looking really good. Um, we can clearly see that there are some diamond head holders who doesn't care if they have a few bucks profit.
Yeah, exactly. We're not holding for pennies here. We've been around, like all of the guys in the back room have been around crypto for a long time, and you know what? We can make hundreds of dollars at any time. We can make thousands of dollars at any time. We're not holding for that. We're holding for the big stuff. And even once we get up to big heights, we have plans on how to take profit out responsibly. Like, not none of this, half a bag bullshit that people do sometimes, excuse my language, but just take it responsibly. If somebody buys $1,000 worth of C2O, then maybe one of our guys could take out 100. we'll do it right if it comes to that. Like, but we're not looking to take out money at any point now, because it's right before the bull season, and this bull season could be mass adoption bull season. So why would we even want to take anything out? I'm actually buying some as I go too.
Yeah, I gotcha. So actually, there are a lot of blockchains out there. Recently, we just had an AMA session with another blockchain project. Now, Dean, could you tell me what makes ChadChain different?
Well, what will differentiate us from pretty well everyone out there is we um we are putting new technology together to make it virtually impossible to scam people on there, to rug the chain, to do anything bad like that. I personally have my own project, White Hat Crypto Services, that it's meant to be a security force. We have a blockchain investigation unit that has a bunch of guys in there that are really knowledgeable when it comes to blockchain and how to track people down when they're scamming. So that White Hat investigation unit will be overseeing um, ChadChain. And when stuff starts to go a little sideways on certain projects, they will be getting the red flags and they will be investigating, and they may be knocking on someone's door. Who knows? But besides that, we have the green sustainability, and we have the proof of authority where it's secure from the SEC and all their little stuff that they do over there. And so we've made it secure in that way as well. Um, we have the validator positions from the proof of authority, where we might even change it to 30 validator positions that we're going to have. And if you get one of those, that's where the money comes from, really, basically. But yeah, no, it's just security more than anything is what we're trying to bring. You see the projects on the BSC or Ethereum, a lot of the times it's like a 98% scam ratio every day. Well, that's the problem with crypto, that people can just think they can just launch any token anytime and scam. That's not how it's going to be on Chad Chain. We're not going to let just anyone launch on our chain. We're going to do certain things to make it really hard for people to launch on the chain, so they're not going to want to launch there. And that's what's going to differentiate us from, say, the BSC or Ethereum or any other chain. It's probably a little bit more centralized than most blockchains, but that's what you got to do. That's why everybody's getting scammed out there. There's not enough security in place. That kind of answer that?
True. Yeah.
Quite nice, quite
What I
nice to
really
hear. If you allow me to step one little step backwards, because I wanted to ask. The very first time I met with Chat 2.0, it was, I think, 3 or 4 months ago, as we got order from your team to trend on our channel. I was thinking, oh man, another chat hype token, a meme token. How long this will be lasting? Maybe a few hours, and then closing chat, and I can remove from the trending channel because it's not so well. I checked the contract; it was quite okay. So okay, let's trend and let's see how far it goes. Which was the deciding point you made the decision to rebrand Chat 2.0 to a blockchain project? It was originally the main thinking about Chat 2.0, or there was a point you were thinking, okay, enough from being a meme token. Let's do some great things, because this rebranding is what I really like in your project. So maybe you can talk about it a bit.
Sure. We
Okay.
I'm not even sure how long it came. Um, After maybe about a week or two, I think it came to, in the back room, we were thinking, this is actually doing quite well. It's doing exactly how we want it. And then we have all these guys in the back room that just kind of know about blockchains. So why don't we just go ahead? The driving force, I would say, is Forever Mining. He's like an amazing team member that we have back there, and he has already done a blockchain. He did Poo Chain, and it was simple for us to go over and just use. Well, it was a Polygon Edge, I think, is the actual blockchain technology that we cloned or whatever you want to call it. I'm not a techie, but so within a week we were like, okay, well, maybe we could do this. Maybe we could do a blockchain. Maybe we could do ChadChain. It was just all just thoughts and ideas in the back room. And yeah, so after that happened, we had testnet up within a week or two, and then we had mainnet up within a month. So then it was all let's go. We started rebranding, and we have great team members in the back that have all been around doing crypto for a long time. So it was super easy. My experience alone, I have like 12 years of experience because I do so much crypto in a day. So for me, I'm like, let's go. I'm a hype man. I'm a shiller. I'm the mouth of the place. So I told them, I watch the community, which I'm an admin in like 100 groups. So I said, I can watch the community, I can do the hype, I can do the AMAs. And they said, well, okay, we can do the tech, we can do all this other stuff. And it's been a whirlwind, but we're really going now. So the chain is actually live. Like, it was live within a month. But we're not letting anyone launch projects until we get this tech out that will change the crypto, I would think, for the good. Did that sort of answer your question? I never know when I go off on a tangent.
I think it's a quite good answer on my question, and I like the idea behind it, and it's really great to see, because only few tokens, or only few teams, so really maybe 1 in 1,000 tokens survive in the first days or the first weeks, and not even one token in few 100,000 tokens deciding to rebrand to a utility token. So that's quite impressing, and I like it much. What's the current situation? So how far are you now? So the mainnet is live, and you want to launch tokens on your blockchain. What's the current situation? When does it go live?
Well,
Around.
it is going to be new and innovative tech. We have to build this, what we call a builder. It's basically a launch pad, but it's going to be different, right? So you know enough about tech, I'm guessing, with the dev on your name, that it takes time to build stuff that's new and different. So every time we get into the back room and start talking, though, more and new innovative ideas come to light, and it kind of pushes back the timeline a little bit. So you know we've been in crypto long enough to know that we can't give timelines when it comes to that. That's why we're just slowly pushing forward. And we started screaming about it a little bit, and you saw the surge there on the chart. It went up to 218K a little too early, because we know the LP, the liquidity is not thick enough. But that's because we started from a half a bean, and we've been slowly mooning it, trying to feed a little bit into the liquidity, but it took off too quick. So we gotta kind of slow down the process a little bit, and get that liquidity thickened up. And then maybe once we get enough, a good ratio, maybe we'll start pushing again. But to get that tech done, we do need to do certain things. We need some buys and sells coming in. We need to actually we have an NFT set we put together to help with development funds, and that will basically pay for almost everything. But we haven't sold those NFTs out yet. I don't know if we can post the NFTs here, the private sale that we have. There was only 20 of these NFTs. I think 5 or 6 of them are gone now. So they're slowly going. As soon as those are gone, we have all the funds we need to finish paying for the builder. But the progress is happening in the back room every day. We're doing stuff in the back room. So timelines, I don't give times.
Okay, regarding the NFTs, you may share here. We don't gonna delete it, so everybody can engage it. We also gonna pin it here in the group, so yeah, just send it and we're gonna share it.
Okay, give me
Regarding,
1 second to do that. Sorry, I can't
okay,
focus very well. I'm a little bit hyper, and my brain goes a million miles a minute if you start talking when I'm doing stuff. So let me just pull that up and forward it over.
okay, regarding your answer, to be honest, that's exactly what I wanted to hear because I hate if somebody have timelines in crypto.
Yeah,
It's impossible in crypto to have timelines, and that's why I hate this question when it comes to when will it be live, when I can finally read the chart after the utility is hyped and everybody buy it. So I guess this is the best answer you could share with us, and appreciate.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And you know what? The hype thing, we don't do that. Like, we don't try and FOMO people in. You get into our TG, it's not all about the hype. We're just there, to answer questions. If you have questions, come there, ask us. We're a utility token. We're not a hype meme token anymore. We're there to answer questions. Sometimes we get into the party mood and we start throwing some gifts out and playing around and stuff like that. But no, that's not what it's about. We're building a really great project here, and we're pretty serious. Um, yeah, no, it's not about the hype. And we we applied for CG, just to get some more eyes on us. And that was one of the questions, or one of the things that they had mentioned after they looked at us, was it's not very hyped in the TG. Well, who cares? That's not what it's about. Look at the project. It's not about the TG being hyped. Oh, sorry. That was a little rant, but I can go on. But yeah,
Okay, I
any
think I don't have any questions at the moment. Maybe later I will have, but I think Broke has some questions still because he's also in your Telegram group, and I think maybe he's also a holder. I don't know, but he has some questions for sure.
Okay, excellent.
I have one question for you. So I am actually into a lot of blockchain projects out for the one that is really making I mean the one that is going to build some real world um, applications, or we could say that something that can provide real world application or industries. um, so my question is, um, in the future, could you provide me some examples of a real world application that could benefit from your blockchain?
Oh, sure. Well, I think that is one thing that's lacking in crypto for sure. You look around, and most projects are centered around other projects, like feeding other projects, doing stuff for other projects, and that's what they think is utility, like real world utility, but it's not. There is one project that we have that I've been trying to get on board. They're actually buddies of mine. They're a partner of Pickboxer, which is my project as well. Um, they're one of my partners, and they have real world utility. They have it's called Mine Token, and what they do is they provide professional services through blockchain services. So that's the type of things we're looking for. I have this other project that I was in their VC yesterday. A good buddy of mine hooked me up there, and they have I don't even know if I can say anything about their tech, but they have some really good tech there. And we were talking about partnering up once the chain goes live and stuff, and sharing our utilities with them. And their name is Facilify. Watch out for those guys. If you start seeing them on your trending, jump in, because I tell you, I saw some stuff yesterday that is going to blow some minds. Besides that, we're always looking for these new innovative projects that that have an understanding that to utilize the real world instead of all this other world that we're in, the TGs and all that stuff. It's hard to find real use cases out there that are real life. Did that kind of answer though?
Answers it. But um, let's say, because there's one blockchain project that I am in right now. They are planning to make like a, how do you call it, like a CCTV kind of blockchain where in. Have you watched the Fast and the Furious when there's God's eye? I mean, that's like their plan. So that is one example of a real world utility. Now for
Yeah.
Chad, that's what I'm really looking forward to seeing. Actually, so real world application. So maybe some partnerships could do that as well, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. We're a blockchain, so utilities will be coming on the blockchain. Like my projects will be launching there, and that will bring utility there. But again, mine isn't real world utility. Mine is I'm there to service the blockchain. Um, but mine token, their utility, they offer professional services worldwide. So if you need a lawyer, you can go and talk to them. You need chiropractor or physio or anything like that, you can talk to them. So that's real world utility that they have, and that's going to hopefully come to ChadChain. So we will facilitate partnerships and we will get these people launched on us, but it'll be up to them to bring that utility and utilize their utility on our chain. Does that make sense enough?
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. So, Skeleton, you have questions for Dean?
Yeah, maybe two little questions, and then community may also ask some questions uh, regarding launching tokens on your blockchain, because you are saying that your chain will only allow projects which are really safe. How you gonna ensure that these projects are really safe? I mean, only projects may launch with KYC, or your blockchain will have some technical parameters like tokens may launch only without any harmful features, or maybe projects only allowed on-chain log liquidity, or something which makes automatically this project safe as possible.
Yeah. So what we are building with our builder is there's going to be two ways to launch projects on our chain. One will be the KYC aspect. You got to be able to, you either have to be a well-known, reputable developer, but you also have to KYC through me. And I don't know, I've got a few ideas in place already, but anytime someone says something to me, a lot of ideas pop into my head. So I could have like 20 different ways to KYC someone in a day. That's not what it's about. We just want to make sure you're safe and secure. The other way is we're going to have plus we will be auditing every contract that goes on there. There's no bringing some silly contract on there and rugging. That's why we have a guy ready to audit, and then we will have things in place where if that contract starts to do funky stuff, red flags will happen. We might stop the trading on that project if need be. There has to be certain things in place, or else that's not going to fly. So besides, if you want to launch your own contract, we will have a preset bunch of contracts that are already audited. They're all ready to go. But besides that, if you do use one of those, there's going to be an automatic liquidity lock on it. We don't want liquidity dumping right away. We don't want the chart dumping right away. So as soon as you launch the project, it's going to lock. And there's other things we're putting in place as well. We can't go too far into detail on what we're doing, or else the blockchain project that you're talking about will come and steal our idea, right? But believe me, we've been working in the back, and we know what we're talking about, and we know what we're doing when it comes to this stuff. So there'll be a lot of stuff in place to protect everyone.
Okay, so this also means there will be only maybe a few launches each week or each day, because
Exactly.
auditing all tokens wanna launch on your blockchain is quite a lot of time.
Yep.
So yeah, we don't want to see 1,000 launches like on Binance Smart Chain.
Exactly.
Or the
Yeah,
same
like
dev
they launch
launching
hundreds
6
of
tokens a
projects a
day.
day. Yeah. So they launch hundreds of projects a day. They're at about a 98% rug scam ratio. We want to flip that around. We want to be 98% SAFU ratio, safe launches. Those NFTs that I posted in your main chat, each one of those NFTs will get you an early CA on these safe launches. So they're very valuable, and people are kind of sleeping on them. If you guys can afford something, get one of those NFTs. An early CA, what does that do? Well, we had the early CA for C2O. Our bags, we paid $10-20 for them, and they're worth $1,000 or more than $1,000. When they were at all-time high, they were worth $8,000. So that's an NFT that you all might want to grab one. And as soon as those NFTs are gone, we're going gangbusters. We're going to start doing a lot more stuff. But yeah, safe. That's what it comes down to. And that's it's been the whole problem with the DeFi, really, is it hasn't been safe right off the start. Anyone can launch a token, anyone can take your money.
Yeah, copy paste is not a big deal today.
Yeah.
So I hope these plans are reachable. So you already have a working mainnet. You just need to find the best way to launch the tokens on your chain. I have one last question. If it comes to blockchain names, I just pick some with meme type of name like Alway Chain or Moo Chain. Currently, if you would have the same result or the same hype or the same success like Alway Chain or Moo Chain, would you be satisfied, or you are aiming for something more?
I'm not even familiar with any other blockchains, to tell you the truth, because I'm uber focused on ChadChain. But what you're asking is, where are we shooting? What are we shooting for? Is there a price we're shooting for? Geez, this bull run is going to be huge. So I don't think like hundreds of millions is not a far shot for us. I don't want to give any hyped number or anything, but we've already hit the 1,000x from our launch. We can go to 10,000, we can go to 100,000x or more. So I don't know.
Yeah, market cap is nothing what's really interesting for me. I rather ask because a lot of blockchains launched with meme type names, and they launched maybe 10 or 20 projects, and then the hype was over, and the blockchain was piece to piece, slower and slower, and then nobody wanted to launch more. So, which is more interesting that your chain really staying live and not just launching tokens, but as Broke also asked, it has real life utilities. So these chains I was speaking about, they are now quite like muted, so I didn't hear any
Yeah.
news about them, or maybe just it's just me. But to build a blockchain and waiting for the first 100 tokens launching and then 90% failing, it's not so good in my opinion. So I hope
Yeah, exactly.
with these plans you have to launch only two tokens, but continuously, and maybe people uh, join ChadChain, maybe really honest and hardworking devs joining ChadChain. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I hope I wanna hear about ChadChain in next year November and after next year November as well. Not like
Yeah. Yeah.
a few other
It's
blockchains I mentioned.
kind of like I don't know if you watched Field of Dreams way back in the 80s or 90s. It's like you build it and they will come, right? And that's kind of what we're looking for. We're going to build something, great. People realize they can go chain and not have their dumped because, there's no hype or whatever. A lot of projects rely on hype, and that's just dumb. But there's actual utilities there. People come in and they start to invest, and they're like, "Wow, my investment didn't go down because of the bear season. It actually went up." That's what we did in the middle of a ugly bear season. We launched, and we're still here, and we're still building. And we're going to go through this next bull run. We're going to kick some ass, but then after that, we're still going to keep building. We're going to find other things to do. We're going to make it safer. We're always going to be working on the back end to keep the security there and to keep everybody's investments safe. Sure, bear season wither people away, but I don't know. I'm kind of hyped on our future, and I know our team is hyped on the future. So what the future will bring, we'll have to see. But as soon as we get launching project and developers see that this is a solid blockchain where they care about that, well, maybe more people will come. And then once those people come, maybe more people will come. It's We just got to just keep doing what we're doing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I think I don't have any more questions because at this point I have to apologize myself because I have to go. I have some real life shits I have to solve. Broke
Uh,
will guide you to the to the rest of the AMA and also through the community questions. And yeah, I'm gonna check this AMA a little bit later. The record I'm gonna listen to, and then I think I'm gonna join your chat also if I have more questions. So apologize
sure.
me, I have to go. I'm very happy that you joined us for this AMA session, and okay, I think you will have a lot of questions from the community. So thank you very much,
Uh,
and also thank you for everybody who joined this AMA and have good questions, not generic questions. Please ask genuine questions, real questions, which really interesting and which you really want to know about ChadChain. That's that's the best
uh,
thing you can do.
awesome, man. I just want to tell you, you've done a great job and you've had great questions. Thanks. I actually do hate that when they're just generic and stuff. But yeah, go do your real life stuff. Thanks for all your questions, and I'm always around if you need anything.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So Sheldon has to go. So let's move on to Unity questions. We have 31 participants right here. Please raise your hand, and I'm going to unmute you all. All right. So one will be George. I'm going to unmute you and you can speak.
Hello,
Hey,
George.
George. Hey, George. You're there? You are unmuted.
Nope, not seeing anything.
All right, so I'm going to choose another one then. So it's going to be Jason. So you are allowed to speak.
Here it's man. I'm audible.
Hey,
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing good. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing great. Thanks.
Oh, hey, I can say I've been listening to the music journey is actually a great one. I do love the transparency of the Toshi, how he's actually straightforward about the Lachad is really awesome. So I kind of like have a suggestion for them because I've been through their AMEs and I see how they work things out, how they want to keep their community growing, and it's really awesome. So the Toshi, I do have a suggestion for you. You know, crypto space is kind of like two ways right now, and most people kind of like find it hard to like catch up with crypto space. So I want to know maybe you guys have any plan to also reach out there for like some users who are not being in the crypto space, like the real world experts, to bring in some kind of real world people into the dollar chart to give them tell them more details about how things work. By this way, you guys gonna get some real life utility people involved in the project. So I don't know, maybe you have any plan to go over to the real world and also market the chart.
Yeah. There's definitely plans for that, but there's really no point in us doing that at this moment. We do not have projects launching on chain, so um, I don't think it's really a good idea to try and get people in that really don't know much about crypto yet, because um, we don't have stuff that we can sell them on except for the safe security and good place to invest. But I don't know, like, it's something we can look at and talk a little bit more about, but we haven't even thought about that aspect at the moment. Right now, we just want people who know what they're doing. We want those people. We want the traders, the people who know how to hold a token. We want the people who are chads. We want people who know about crypto holding the token. Because if you get some of those people in that don't know about crypto and how it works, and they start to get scared because around Christmas the price starts dropping, and they start selling, and then the price drops more. Well, we don't want that. So I think we still need to wait a little bit longer, maybe after Christmas. Sometimes we'll kind of look at that, but time is not right now, I'm pretty sure. Does that kind of answer that?
Yeah. That's actually okay. I do love the clarification about that because I kind of like seen most people successful with kind of bringing in some new faces. We all know we are all new in the crypto space. I do get across crypto when someone markets it using a video form. So it's really a great fun since you guys say you have this in future because it's gonna help people out there and bring in more new users to take part in the project. So thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, and you know what? I like that this is a small AMA of real people asking real questions. Um, these are the type of chads we want. We want, like, you know, if we get one chad from every AMA, I am super happy. One guy who knows, the potential of what we're doing and knows how to hold on to a token up to, millions of market cap, not thousands or not hundreds of thousands. We want millions and millions. So we want, those chads. We want the chads that can actually hold. And a lot of people, they say they can hold, but we all know that's not true, especially in the BSC.
Okay, thanks for my clarification. I really appreciate your transparency. Thanks once again, bro.
No problem, man. Anytime. I'm always around. You can always ask me in ChadChain any kind of question. I'm the same way. I'll open up a VC anytime. Well, almost anytime. I'm a little bit more limited on my VC time now, but yeah, no, I appreciate any questions.
Right. So let's have another one. So I'm going to unmute Muhammad. Let's go. can open your microphone now, Muhammad. Hello, you there, Muhammad?
Hello, sir. Can I ask my question?
All right, go
Sure, you got
ahead.
to slow down though. I'm very hard with accents. I have a little bit of
Oh,
problem hearing, so keep it slow.
okay. So my question is, what specific measure has ChadChain implemented to ensure the security of its proof of authorities? Consumer mechanism consider the importance of a secure foundation for any blockchain project.
Hmm,
Did you get?
kind of. So you're asking about the proof of authority and the validators, basically.
Yes, yes.
How do we know that they're good or uh, well,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, our validators, the positions we have are um, those guys are really strong in how they can hold a token. They took Chain up over 5 million without even a blockchain. And those are the type of guys that are in the back room. Those are the type of validators we want. We want people who don't care about the pennies, and that's what these people are. Um, I do know pretty well everyone who has a validator position at this moment. And I'm sure the guy who runs the blockchain himself, Forever Mining, knows each and every one of them as well. Um, they are all docs. They have their wallets docs. So, if they're doing funky stuff, we can see stuff like that. And besides that, we will have a little bit more um, things in place to kind of make sure they are who they say they are. Um, Geez, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Hey, sorry about that. I got a little distracted, but yeah, no, they're all really good guys there. And besides that, I think shoot, I'm getting distracted by a grandbaby. Hold on a second.
No worries, man.
Hey, hey. Okay. Yeah, no, the validator positions are all pretty solid, and we will have certain things in place to make sure that they are solid. I don't even know how far I can go into that, to tell you the truth, but there is going to be 30 positions available. We have 10 of them set up already. I have two validator bags over on chain already that as soon as I can afford to do that, I will do that. And yeah, that kind of tells you a little bit about me as well. I've been in crypto working 12 to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week for 6 years, and I still can't afford to pay the $100 validator spot a month. So I'm just saying that because some people come into crypto and they're millionaires in a day. Well, that's not how crypto should work. And it's not how it works for me. I've been busting my ass for a long time and I still can't afford anything. Um, and that's about it. You just got to have the right people in place, and we already have like a great group of guys in the back. I'm sure there's a few more Chads that want to come in and be a validator, and there'll be a certain way to get that validator position in. But everything. Oh, the one thing I did want to mention is for the validator positions, you don't even have to have a computer. You just have to be able to pay that fee of $100 a month. And we have Forever Mining. He will watch over everything. He will actually, if the chain goes down, you have to have all validator positions available like within seconds to get that thing back up and running. Well, he controls all of that from his end. So if the chain goes down, we don't have to worry about if that validator over in the US um, is available or the guy in China is available. It's all done from a centralized location, so he can actually get it up and running really quick. You don't see chains going down like the BSC going down or Ethereum very often, and I think that's kind of why. I don't know, but I'm not a techie. Did that kind of answer your questions?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for answering me and best of luck for your project. Thanks, brother.
Thanks a lot.
All right, so we move again to another question. Let's have this guy. Bed Heel. Okay, you are allowed to speak.
Okay, thanks for your time, bro.
No problem.
Okay, can you clear for hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Loud and
you.
clear.
Okay. Uh, I'm sorry if my English is bad, but I will slowly to make user sternly to understand about my question.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Okay. I just want to know about your project is your strategy to hold and maintain your floor, not to pump and dump. Cause I know you said you have 6 years experience before, but I know that 1 years in this year is not good for holder many jets and many rugger scammer farmer. Nah, I just want to know how about your strategy to
To
good
to keep a
sniper,
solid
right?
floor.
Yeah, solid
Here,
floor, make
here's
solid
what we did.
floor, and
Yeah, here's what we
how
did.
you can
We
create make a great
oh
community. I know about the crypto
yeah,
is no one can win, no one can cut
yeah,
money. If
yeah,
if another lose money, uh, another will cut the money. That's the crypto work. But many
yeah. No, we
community just want to know about the safe developer, safe project, and
yeah.
I don't know about the almost
Well,
people
what?
go track, almost people go track
Okay.
about the project. It's no
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
for
yeah,
me.
yeah. Give me a
Yeah,
second here,
I
and I'll
just
answer you.
yeah.
Okay, so what we
Go
did
go.
originally with our floor was we got in a group of guys that we knew were good at holding the floor. Um, we did a small. We have a small room in the back of 30 people, and we doxed all the wallets along with that person. So we attach those wallets to that person. Everyone says they can hold a token, but as soon as you start selling, if you sold any of our token, you were booted out of that room. Now, we have kept doing that. We set it we set a floor. We said, okay, at the start, you can only sell a certain amount of tokens after the 5K market cap. Well, if somebody sold before that 5K market cap, they were kicked out of the room. Straight and simple. Kicked out of the room, you weren't allowed back in. Um, After we got into being a chain, we actually booted that up. We put it up to 100K before you could even sell one token. And a lot of guys, they stuck to it. There was still the one or two guys that, well, they had to, take $50 profit. Okay, we booted them out again. Um, so we keep upping that floor level by, once that one guy got out, we added another Chad that we knew could hold the token. I know a bunch of developers, and those guys, they make money, and so I've gotten a few of my developer friends in. A few of the other guys got their developer friends in. We have a bunch of developers in the back room, where there's 30 guys holding the floor. Um, Anytime a Chad leaves, we go out and we search for a new Chad to replace that guy. And that's just kind of been the strategy until, we start to get more of the public eye on us. Then we're going to have to worry about it a little bit differently, and we'll come up with different strategies to keep that floor going higher and higher and higher and higher. Like I said, we have been around a long time, so we kind of know, tips and tricks, and times, and watching charts and stuff like that. We can do that. Um, we just we're a little bit more patient than most people because we have been doing it for as long as we have. Besides that, it just takes a Chad to to hold up the floor, and we have a bunch of Chads in the back. Hopefully that answered. Oh, you're not really coming through there.
You still there, Big Hill?
He's trying to talk by the looks of it, but I'm not hearing anything. Feel like
Well,
he
there's
needs to.
something wrong with your microphone.
You can hit
Yeah,
the buttons at the
this
top. Oh, there you go.
because this time is not like 3 or 2 years ago. 3 years ago, we can chill, we can going to another community to make our project to hype, make a FOMO. But I don't know about this
Yeah,
time.
that's what I was mentioning earlier. We don't do FOMO. We don't. You go into our community, and we're not hyped up. We're not FOMOed up unless we're in a little bit of a party mood. Then we kind of hype it up, and the guys just get a little hyper. But we don't want to do that. We don't want people investing more than they can afford to lose. That's the number one rule of crypto. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose. So we don't hype. We don't FOMO for that exact reason. People get in and they want profits. They want 1,000% profits in a day or two. Well, that can happen in crypto. If that's what you want, go to a different chain, go somewhere else. There's a lot of meme shitty tokens out there. I hate meme tokens, by the way. There's a lot of those out there that you can go and do that on. But don't come to ChadChain if you don't want to hold for years even. Just just go and find those meme tokens if you want that. That's not what we're about. We're about bringing safety and security to this space. And it's going to take time. If you can't hold, don't come. Sorry, I don't mean to be mean or anything.
No. You're just telling the facts, right?
Yeah.
Many
Yeah.
people sell for $10 when
Can't hear
Oh,
you
you're
again,
still
Big
trying.
Hill.
Yeah.
100% profit.
You can hit the top three buttons on the left hand side of your phone and adjust your mic. I can't hear him. We just
Let's
move to the
continue.
next question. This is getting a bit frustrating for me. Oh, yeah, he's gone.
All right. So, Emmanuel, you are unmuted now and you can speak.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much. So, I really love sex listings a lot, and I saw that you have sex listing in your white paper. So, my question is, what's the percentage allocation for sex listings, and how many exchanges have you been in touch with currently?
We only are in touch with one. We already have the code over there. They're ready to go at any time that we're ready to go. Um,
Okay.
but we're not ready. we're only using that to facilitate bridging, because you got to get your token over there to make it coin and make it the actual gas that you use to buy stuff. So we're
Yeah.
not ready to launch projects, so we don't need to worry about that aspect as of now. If there's any other sex listings, centralized exchange listings, I can facilitate those. I have been in contact in the back rooms with people for years. I was in a project for 6 years that, that's all I did was I talked to the exchanges in the back rooms. So
Okay.
we're not really concerned about doing that at the moment. We have one already lined up, and when it's time, we will get that one going. Besides that, we're not going to push for those. They might be pushing us to list on them in the future.
Mhm.
Besides that, it's just a bridge really for us.
Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
we
Thank you
might
very much
look
for
at
that.
bigger ones down the line. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the answer.
Right.
No problem.
So that's probably it. Hmm. Dean,
Oh,
all I can say
Francisco.
is that all your answers are really, really good. So I'm really bullish about Chad Chain, to be honest, and
I I am a
probably
I am a
later.
bull through and through. If you haven't noticed that, I am bullish about crypto. I'm bullish about everything, man.
Yeah, because crypto is the future, man.
Yeah, yeah,
So that is the future of money. Soon there would be no banks at all.
yeah. Well, mass adoption is coming, and that's the main thing. That's why we've been building the way we have, and intentionally kind of slow mooning this, because we're trying to time this with mass adoption. If it happens this bull season, wow.
Yeah,
If you got
it
into a
really is.
blockchain, before the bull season, oof.
Yeah, especially that you said that the people that are developing Chad Chain has an experience since they run um Poo Chain before. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine getting into hundred thousands of market cap, and then boom, bull run, and that project goes to 100 million. Oh my goodness, for the good money.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's coming, and geez, we have a blockchain gas here that's really super cheap at the moment. If you would have gotten some BNB at this price, you'd be a millionaire or billionaire or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's like retirement money already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I,
let's
I
wrap it
try to
up.
keep my hype down and my FOMO down, but I am a super bull and I'm a super shiller, and it's really hard for me in ChadChain to not just go out and yell at the top of my lungs. I do it every once in a while, but now I'm in jail, so you don't have to worry about me hyping.
Oh, just buy a Telegram Premium, and that won't uh, and you won't go to Telegram jail anymore. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist and a bit of I don't know what you would call it, a rebel, and I'm not doing it. I'd rather be in jail for the rest of my life.
All right, so let's wrap this up. Dean, thank you for coming into this AMA session. Chad Chain is really an amazing project, and hopefully, all the plans for that manifests in, especially in the bull run. In the bull run, let's say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to choose the questions, the winners of the best questions later, and I'm going to announce it in our lunch. Again, thank you so much. This AMA session is recorded, and I'm going to forward it to your group.
Awesome. Thanks for having us. Like, really, it's been a pleasure and it's been an honor, because I have been watching Skeleton for a long time. I actually think I have it in a few of my rooms too. And you guys are doing a great job. So it was great to come here and speak with you guys. And your questions, like, they were all great questions. You get into some of those AMAs and it's like, oh, geez, I just want out. But no, you
Right.
guys are very knowledgeable, and I appreciate that.
So I'm gonna end this now. Again, thank you, Dean, and good luck to Chad.
Thanks.